Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Darius Barazande. Thank you for being here, connecting and plugging in today. I'm very excited and honored. We have Dawn Crystal. She is a voice healer and a frequency healer, and we are going to be sending out frequency to you. We are going to be doing a soul embodiment group healing process. We're going to be sharing the energetic tones that she transmits through her voice. And I shared, early on, one of the first times I ever heard her was the first time she was on this call on the U.S. Revolution series. It was truly amazing because I remember and liken it to the first time I ever heard light language. And that was probably back in 2015. It blew me away because it was something so different and such from a higher realm. I could feel the frequency. I could feel that it was coming from a place that was not of this earth, maybe not even of this earth timeline, maybe the timeline that we are moving towards. And we're going to be bringing that to you. Plus, I want to help you today. So press star 2 to raise your hand, and we're going to be getting started taking live callers. Dawn Crystal is a recognized and respected voice sound healer. She's an intuitive coach, a soul reader, and she's a pain release expert, and she's known as a leading transformational specialist incorporating ancient wisdom for modern day success. And she's passionate about using frequency and energy to help people remove and clear emotional and stuck potential in their lives. Now, one of the things she's really able to do is help people release discomfort, pain, emotional, physical, and other types of pain from their body using her powerful frequency and her transmissions. One person wrote in, Sandy, said this about Dawn. Dawn cleared and shifted blocked energy that kept me stagnated for 10 plus years. Another person worked with Dawn, Kathy Kirk, said the next morning, after working with Dawn, who's a pure channel, I was able to walk down the stairs with absolutely no pain. Truly one of a kind, another person said. Well, we are going to jump in and get started, so let's welcome our guest, Dawn Crystal, to U.S. Revolution. Dawn, welcome back.
Well, big aloha to you, Darius from Maui, Hawaii, and everybody here today taking your time out. And I'm just so grateful to share some great energy with everybody today, and I want to thank you so much for inviting me back again, Darius. I'm so always humbled and grateful to be on your beautiful show and your beautiful light family with you. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful.
Well, we are super excited. Let's talk a little bit about voice healing. There are going to be people that aren't sure about what it is or what it is doing dimensionally, where it is coming from. First of all, what is voice sound healing?
Well, I think I'm the only one in the world who has the gift that I have. Again, I'm a natural-born healer. I haven't taken any classes or anything like that. So my gift just came to me many years ago, and I won't get into the whole story, Darius, because it could take me hours. So I'll just say I had some humble beginnings. I was, pretty much abused. We all have our story. My life was all trauma, and just soul searching, I guess, on my life. And I was, I spent a period of time being homeless, and pretty much at really the lowest part of my life because I've been abused my whole life. So I was just at the lowest part of my life when I was guided to pretty much give everything I owned, and I gave everything away. Everything I owned in my life, and took a one-way ticket to the Hawaiian Islands over 25 years ago. And then from there is where my life really took off, because that's where my gift of sound came to me at my lowest part of my life, Darius, trying to heal myself. And that's these gifts, I believe, that they come to me are really from I call it God itself. I call it Source, because I don't really connect in with any other planets or any other species, or I don't really have, I don't really have a soul team or guides or anything. I just go right to the Source. And when I say Source, everybody, I'm talking about the Creator, okay? I'm talking about Source Creator that beats our heart and breathes our lungs for every living creature on this planet, including the animals. And that's the energy that I merged with. I was at my lowest point in my life, Darius, where I was going to take my life. And these energies, which I really believe they were already in me, but I was able to really merge in the light that was actually here to help me. And then from there, I've evolved over all these years, and I'm sharing my gifts now worldwide over 25 years. This is something that's, I obviously evolved within myself of learning how to use these frequencies that are part of me. Now I fine-tune them where I know how to use them in all different ways to help humanity and mankind and help everybody get to their next level of evolution, whatever that is for you. So big or small, it doesn't matter. I'm just here to give, I call it energy frequency transmissions that come through my voice. And when I say that, I mean my voice is just a carrier, okay?
Okay.
My voice is just the carrier of frequency that comes in from the Creator. So I hope that answers your question on that, and that's the best way I can define it, you know?
Well, you've been called a pure channel by a few people. When you say, or when someone calls you a pure channel, what does that mean to you?
I don't go outside myself for anything. I've learned always to connect in with my heart. I don't, like I said, I don't have a divine team around me doing the energy work for me, okay? And I'm not saying that's good or bad, but just in my case of how I do it, I don't have that, okay? I just have my own soul, my own spirit that's in myself that knows, that is the knowingness to know how to do this, because I think it's a gift that's already been inside myself. Obviously, I'm part of my body, mind, and spirit. My soul has, I call myself merging in with my higher self, and that's when I was at my lowest part of my life, when I dropped out of my ego completely and left and lost my whole identity. So, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how it worked for me.
Wow. Well, we are going to be moving into this and experiencing it. Can this idea of like losing the identity, becoming egoless in the work, is this something that you think helps us to become more aware, more wise, more able to like tap into that universal life force?
Absolutely. And it's a timing. So I don't think anybody's better or worse or right or wrong. I think we all have our own unique divine timing, but we also have our own soul path of what we're here really to do, and really, I call it our soul contract, what we're really here to do. Okay. But I think it's all in divine timing, so I don't think, anything should be forced. In my case, nothing was forced either. I think I was just kind of given decisions and, challenges in some ways. I call my life kind of a challenge to get to where I'm at now, because I had millions of dollars, Darius, and leaving all that and giving everything I owned away. I gave everything I owned away and came to Hawaiian Islands with $700 to my name and living out of a bag and living out of a rent-a-wreck car for 6 months, okay? And I was not a camper. So that was my challenge, okay? Because I don't know many people who could walk away from the money and my family. I left everybody, Darius, to be who I am today. And, I didn't leave much. I mean, I only love everybody who has been in my life. Most of my family is dead because they killed themselves from drugs and alcohol. But what I'm trying to say is that was my challenge. My challenge was just to leave everything, listening to that little voice or that expansive feeling. That's where I got my guidance in the beginning. It was an expansion. It was in my heart saying, it's okay, it's okay. Even though I had a physical part of my inner child, which is my ego back then, which whatever it was, that was my survival, I guess, my whole life. But that part of my being, I should say, thought I was absolutely crazy. But I still always followed the expansion. So, I do feel that we can all connect into one light because we're all from the same one light, and I think it's just a matter of timing, and I think it's where really what you were before you even came here, whatever I call it your own contract, whatever you were supposed to be and do here. So it doesn't have to be a spiritual healer in order for you to make a huge difference on this planet. It's all being in line with the energy of who we are, and it just feels right. You get that expansive, you just know it's right. You're totally on track. You're living in the flow, I call it, the flow of divinity, the divine universe. Everything just kind of flows easy. And that's really when you know you're really connected, okay? So my path's just a little bit different than everybody, but I guess this is, like I said, I guess this is the path that I chose before I came here. But I'm I know I'm right on track with it. I feel very expansive, and I feel excited to do what I'm doing, regardless if I get paid or not.
Yes, yeah. Well, this is beautiful, and we're going to be experiencing some of this, and we have some group activations as well. You've mentioned privately so much is going on the planet, and you've got your perspective on what's happening and why. From your vantage point, what are we moving towards? What is it going on with this big harmonic convergence that started in the late 80s, and here we are now in 2018? What's going on? Where are we at?
I think that everything's perfectly in divine timing, even though a lot of people are just, I don't really get into the politics of the world or whatever tragedies are going on, but I know that everything is kind of happening here for a reason, beyond my mind, too, by the way. I can't figure out the divinity's plan of divine source, but, I just try to stay always in my heart base and always put out, as you do, your good intentions and putting out love to the world. And that's what our world really needs, is more love and more high vibration of people like you who are conscious, Darius, and have your beautiful platform. And what you do every day is really what you're doing. You're an angel. I mean, what you're doing for the world, because it's just bringing up consciousness and, allowing things to be, because things will work itself out eventually anyway. I try not to get into the chaos of the world and what's happening, because it brings the vibration of everybody down, okay? So I I don't want to get too far off track on that. I just want to make sure I answered your question on that. Sometimes I forget what you asked me.
Well, it was interesting, that you say that, because as we started the call, one of the things I had said was that what we really want to know is that true infinite self that we are. We want more of that than even any of the things that are going on in the world. We can get lost in all of the world changes, but, there's an infinite part of us that has lived many lifetimes, seen many things come and go, empires rise and fall. But this infinite self is what we truly, truly want to know.
Absolutely. And that infinite part of your being, most people, well, at least with your collective group that we're with right now, your show, everybody's searching for that. But there's a lot of people still on this planet, and even people I work with, too, that are searching. And they think, and still sometimes they're thinking it's a physical object that's going to bring them into that state. And actually, I don't think there's anything wrong with a physical object. I think we should be abundant and have everything that we desire. So I'm definitely for that. But I just think that, of course, there's a yearning in all of us trying to find that happiness, really. And again, it is, and you defined it so well in your group. I heard you before I got on the call today. It's finding it really within our heart or ourselves. And once you have that, you become your own planet. So I like that definition, because we do become our own planet. We do. And, and when we get to that energy, we radiate our own light through our being. We do become our own planet. And that's when you really, I guess, connect in with the infinite energy of the universe, and that's what runs through you. And that's when all the magic happens. I call it just things just kind of, you just live in this, like, I call it la-la land in some ways, where things just kind of happen, it's like in divineness. It's like things just kind of happen effortlessly. And I'm not going to say that we're living in la-la land all the time, because even myself, Darius, I do have things that happen to me in the physical, even though I'm helping people day in and day out spiritually and helping people heal. I actually have things that happen to me as well. I've had health issues and everything else happen to me, but it's really, I think what it really does is, even when you have those physical issues that happen in your life, it still keeps you at a higher vibration to know that everything is okay, everything's going to somehow work out, and whatever happens, it's the highest good. So, like I said, I don't really know that anybody who gets off easy. I mean, if you do and you have an easy life, I don't know if that's really what I'd want anyway. I kind of like that I had everything I went through to be where I'm at, to have the wisdom and the spiritual, I call it my spiritual muscle, to really know who I really am right now. So, and that's from going through some hardship. So,
I've always thought
having the compassion. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I've always thought that it helps us, like, decipher illusion. The more that we go through, the more we start to actually see in our world the good and what's possible, versus the moment-to-moment distraction that makes us think our life is falling apart. I mean, it's very easy to give up and say, well, okay, everything is falling apart. But the moment we can see that that's just a changing moment-to-moment reality, like a flicker, like a frame on a film, that if we just hold long enough to what we truly are, and we hold to the truth of our own energy and what we want, and this, this quantum reality that we can create, the film changes no matter what it is. And that frame is no longer. And I know there's a lot of people here maybe dealing with challenges, and that frame seems like it keeps repeating over and over again on the film reel, but you control what is projected through that frame. And Dawn, as you start working with people, and you've done this for a while, you started finding out that the voice was transmitting something, and it was creating certain types of soul healing. Tell me about voice healing and what you believe it's bringing in and doing as people start to feel it.
Well, first of all, I learned how to do it on myself. So that's when I first really learned how to use the energies, frequencies, because they started coming through me just randomly when I was at my lowest part of my life on the beach, homeless. And then from there, that's when the sounds really, I was like, wow, these sounds are helping me. And that's when I really started healing, because I'm like everybody else that had trauma, and I'm still to this day healing myself. I'm not going to say I got short of anything. I had to do the work, okay? But my sounds are helping me heal. And at the same time of healing myself, I've learned how to use these frequencies to help others, because that's where my training was, really just working on myself. And of course, working over 25 years of doing this, I've learned how to fine-tune the sounds that come through me to know in different ways, different tones that come through me. Sometimes the sounds even sound the same all the time. People say that, but I always tell people my sound is just a carrier of the frequency of source that comes through me. And of course, there's a different frequency underneath it anyway, because everybody, as we say, we're all unique individuals, and we all have our own, I call it our own unique sound vibration within all of us, even though we're all run by one light, and we all have, we all breathe in, like I said, we all breathe and we the same way, and we all have lungs, and we all have a heart. But we still have our own unique, I call it unique energy signature, okay? But now I can use the sounds, I use the sounds to help people get out of pain. I can do that quickly. Today we're going to be doing total body rejuvenation, bringing in life force energy to rejuvenate the body from the inside out. I mean, I can help people do all kinds of things, anti-aging, lose weight, you name it. And that's just using source frequency. So, you know, it's something that didn't happen overnight, but, you know, I've had plenty of time to fine-tune my gift. And really, just learning on myself is really the key. That's what
well, there's a lot of stories that I've got stacks and stacks of stories of people having experiences with this source frequency. When it comes into our bodies, we're going to be experiencing it today, which is really profound and a big gift. Thank you, Dawn. What is it doing? Do you ever think about, like, what is it doing, or do you just say, well, I just know people are getting results, or is there some idea, or do you have any feeling from source as to, like, what is happening as this comes in?
Well, I see it. I actually am a seer. I have all my senses activated, so it's not like I'm just guessing and hoping that it goes into one place. I can see a blockage in the body. I actually can see where the energy needs to go. I actually know how to move the energy. I'm like the liquid Drano in the sink, okay? My voice, well, I mean, you want to put it, I don't make it
love it.
But really, I'm like the liquid Drano in the sink. You got the clogs. My sound is the Drano, or whatever you want to call it, in the sink, and I can just unblock the energy systems in the body within moments, okay? I'm talking minutes. And I do that just even on my recordings. I mean, people don't even have group activations with me, and they're getting miraculous healing. And just to name even a miraculous healing that I just had recently on one of our last shows, series that we did together in the past.
Yes.
I had someone I just had somebody send me an email that their chronic issues disappeared listening to a replay. So I'm not bragging, but that just tells you the force of when someone's really open. And it's really called, I call it just being open to receive. When someone's really ready to heal, and you're really in tune with source frequency, it doesn't have to take a long time to heal. All right? So you can just listen to a recording, which this person listened to one of our replays, Darius, and they got a miraculous healing. I think they had some kind of issue where they had blockage in their bowels or something, and they were going to have their bowel taken out, and instead it was saved. And I'm not saying anything except they were just very grateful, and they sent me an email. But when you're really ready to heal, and you really and the source that's in your heart, that's beating your heart and breathing your lungs, it knows. It's your internal guidance system. It knows your heart. It knows what's in your thoughts. We can't fool that, you know. That part of your being knows the truth. These energies just come in and really come in and just make miraculous shifts and changes and healings within moments. And that's what I try to tell people. It's our human beliefs that believe that healing has to take hours, weeks, months to happen. Really, in reality, healing can happen in moments. Okay, and I'm talking in moments, and I've seen it happen over and over. And I'm not making any medical claims. I'm just trying to say from my own testimonials and people who I work with, it happens in a moment. Okay, it can happen in minutes. So it's humbling. It's humbling for me too, you know, because I know it's beyond me that's what's happening here. You know, I'm just a vessel.
Wow. I am very excited to experience it and get started with quite a few people. And Dawn, when we're working with frequency and we're moving out blockages, do you have any idea where the blockages go or what happens to them when you do the voice transmissions?
Well, I always hold light, okay? And usually when I'm working with, group processes or just individuals, or if I'm not saying anything at all, most of the time I'll tell people to imagine light above their head. So it's going through their crown chakra into the divine light of God or source, whatever your word for divinity is, okay? And it goes right. I have the ability to bring it up to that frequency, which is beyond the quantum realm, okay? It's beyond, I really put it beyond any realms of it or any dimensions at all. I think that's because I have never really labeled what dimension I'm working on, or if it is a dimension. I don't even know that myself, except I know it's beyond the human realm, and it's beyond the human belief system, okay? And that's what I don't get caught in. I don't get caught in labeling it on a human belief system of a level, because if you're really working at the divine source level of frequency, which I know I am, there is no level. It's infinite. Okay, so I don't like to put a label on it because I know it slows energy down. Okay, so that's why I'm really specific when I even say sound healing. I don't really put in like what frequency, what dimension. I mean, because I really feel, honestly, it's beyond the dimension. You know, it's beyond any time, space, and reality. Okay?
Yes. All right. Well, we are going to jump in here and start taking some callers. And as we do that, let's take a few questions from folks. I think we can kind of first start working with folks from this level. One person wrote in, and she's wondering if you've ever had anybody who has had help in the area of sciatica and that type of pain in the body. Can these type of frequencies help in those areas?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Darius. And why do I say that? Because it clears blockage, okay? So I work with that too. A lot of times sciatica is caused from blockage in your body, okay? I don't know if it's caused from the meridian systems or not, but absolutely. And that's just even listening to recordings that I do can help with that. So I'm not even saying that they need to even work with me, but working with me, I can move it out pretty quickly, okay? And of course, I'm working deeper than that too. It's not just doing that in the moment. I am liquid Drano, like I said, but also I am clearing out unconscious patterns, okay? So I can actually clear the unconscious mind at the same time, okay? And there's a lot of times we can clear blocks within ourselves that are blocking us from moving forward in our life, which could be fears, okay? And a lot of people have fears, you know. A lot of people are like, yes, 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 I want to know who I truly be, and I find that with a lot of my clients, yes, yes, yes. But it really comes down to the nitty-gritty a lot of times in my sessions. Sometimes they're part of their younger part of their being, which I call it the inner child part of their being, is not really wanting that. they're scared of that. It's like the ego part of our being saying, I don't know if I don't want to be in control anymore. I don't know if I want to take a back seat to my soul. Because that's really what happens. And that needs no control for the mind that actually thinks it's going to lose its life. In some ways, that's our conscious. I mean, that's our ego. Our ego's been running the show. Think about it, our whole lives, beyond us really know who we truly are. And then you take that I call it that label, or this that part of our being just running the show, even though it does not know how to make us happy. You take that job title away from it. It's like, okay, then what do I do now? I don't exist anymore, and that's really a deep fear. Beyond the conscious mind. Not saying everybody has it, but it is a lot of people who are on I call it the spiritual fast track. Okay?
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, it's like that ego is the cause of most of our miseries, unfortunately, and it's that part of us that sees everything as we know as separate, sees people as separate, sees the world as sort of separate from us that we have to tame or we have to be afraid of, and it's certainly, I'm sure at some level, would love to resist this type of work, but because it's not working in the logical, conscious mind, but it's actually sound that I don't even know if it's working in the subconscious, actually working at the cellular level, it seems like it would bypass the ego and bypass all of that cognitive processing and just go right into the body, right into the cells.
Well, I find that we do have conscious choice, okay? And I know just from my own past, and the years of me raising my consciousness and awareness and my vibration to be where I'm at right now, to bring in these frequencies, there was parts of my time of being on this journey, even when I was, I call it spiritually awake or having my awakening, where there's parts of my inner child, because they still are on board with me right now, they're just allowing my soul to drive the boat, you might say, my ship. But I know the universe and how loving it is. Universe will never force something on us unless all parts of our being are on board. That's how loving the divine universe is. So that's called working with blocks, if you want to call it that way. And I, too, going on my journey, have had to work and kind of, I want to keep moving forward, but there's a part of my being not totally on board. I have to work with that. Because we need to have all parts of our being on board in order for source and for us to really merge into our truth. I mean, it's not like a source is just going to force it or God's going to force it on us. No way. It doesn't work that way. I used to get very frustrated early on my journey because I had this miraculous gift, and there was some part of my being scared to death for me to go out in the world and share it. They just wanted to stay in the closet. So I had to work with that, for a while, and it took me some time. I'm going to admit that. But you do get through it if you're persistent and you really want to know who you truly are and really find your true happiness. Really, that's really the truth of it all.
Yes, Yes, well, I want to jump in, and we're going to take a few callers, and we're going to be doing some energy work. Maria is in Italy, and I know she says she's been raising her hand for 3 years, and she wants to get picked. So, Maria, will you send me your phone number? Let me know which we do have a few folks overseas writing in and calling in, and so if you could do that, Maria, I hear you, I see you, and I want you to get picked today. Don't worry, we're going to find you. All right, so we're going to jump in, and we've got our first caller here is Yvette in Denver. She's at a 720 area code. And as callers come on and we do a little bit of frequency work, obviously deeper time with you is always going to be great, but we're going to work on, what we can in a couple minutes to try to reach as many as possible. We're also going to be doing some work for the group here in a little while with the group process. What should callers do as they're listening in and sort of receiving some of this voice frequency and transmission?
All they have to say is yes in their heart. Because like I said, the divinity inside themselves, there's no coincidence why everybody's on the call here today or on the replay listening to this, which the energies will be active as well. It's all about being, you're here for the perfect moment. Just know beyond your mind you're here for a reason. And that's all you need to do is just be open to receive beyond what you think you need to know or how you're supposed to feel it. It's about what you're here to receive. If it's an energy transmission, if I'm supposed to awaken something or whatever comes through me to awaken something in you, whatever it is, it's for your highest good. So trust it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Yvonne is with us. Yvonne, how are you today? How are you enjoying the show?
Is that me, Darius?
It's you, yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure because actually my name is Yvette. You got it right the first time.
Oh, Yvette, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, Yvette, you're correct.
And I was like, oh no, he went to another caller. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And hi, Dawn. Thank you.
Hi, Yvette.
Hi. Thank you so much for doing this, and thank you, Darius.
How may I serve you today?
Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and see what's creating blockages in my career. They've changed the production 3 times this year, and I think I've hit it maybe once since then, and so they've been having conversations with me. But I've also been looking because I thought, well, then if I'm not meeting production, let me look for something else. But I'm sort of flatlining with that as well. So there's a block for me to have prosperity and succeed. So if you can take a look and see what's going on, that would be greatly appreciated.
Well,
so this Sunday I left work and I was spiraling down, that I was crying for 2 days. I was just beyond despair.
Okay. Well, my first question to you, because these are mini healings. So first question, Yvette, is are you happy, really happy and joyful in your job? Does it really fill you up from the inside out? Or is it for money? Is it really something you love to do?
There are times because that I do enjoy the aspect of it, that not meeting the production issues is causing so much stress. And there's been times when I've talked to some customers and they are just horrible, and and I hate it. And then other times where customers are like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for helping." So you have the balance, the counterpart of that.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you is because what we're talking about is source frequency today and bringing in your divine soul to help you, which would be, I could do a little energy work and just kind of bring in that energy of who you are. So this way, when we get off the phone, you could kind of meditate in your heart and see what feels expansive to you in your heart as far as your answer. Because we have to be open, and when you're really on a spiritual path like you are, and I know just from my own life, sometimes we'll be guided in a whole different direction beyond what we know, which is for our highest good that might not make any logical sense. But in some part of your being, you're going to feel it's going to be exciting and feel right and expansive. And that's what your soul is trying to open you up to. Not to say that you need to leave your job, but to be open for other ways of being that you never experienced before in this lifetime. Would you be open to that?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Okay. Would you be willing to receive an energy transmission from the divine source that created you right now?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in a place where you can receive it without being interrupted for a moment?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to hold light above your head. And I'm just going to make some sound. There's nothing foreign happening here. I'm just going to ground you stronger in your body. So this way you'll just know what to do. How's that? You'll get your own answers. Does that make sense?
Yes, Dawn. Thank you.
Okay, let's begin. Okay, so just imagine light. Imagine anything going in that light right now that's not you. And let's just do a quick energy transmission, and then we get off the phone. If you have any feedback, appreciate it if you send it to Darius. Let us know how you're doing. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Imagine light above your head. Let's begin. Now you have some jealous energy around you. Do you have somebody at work that's a little jealous of you?
I do have coworkers.
Yeah,
sort of like
very.
a bad girl.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, they're just clouding you. They're
mean
girls.
girls.
Making you, yeah, they are, and they're making you. They're sending energy at you where you're making you distracted in your mind, where you're kind of can't think straight. Are you aware of that? So we're going to clear that.
I just feel like the red-headed stepchild that they won't let me in the group.
Well, don't worry about that. You need to get above and beyond that in your frequency. So let's clear them off. You allow me to do it with a high-pitched sound? I'm going to clear them out of your head.
Just clear them away.
Oh yeah, we need to clear them out.
Blast them away. Blast them away.
They're blocking her crown chakra. It's up to you though. Yvette, would you like that to be cleared? That's my question.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Okay, so imagine them leaving the top of your head that's blocking your crown chakra from your soul coming in your body right now. Imagine them going into the light. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it now. There they go. Did you feel that lift off your head? Did you feel that lift off your head, Yvette?
I feel this pressure around my head.
It's leaving. Just let it
like
go.
Like a band around my head.
Yep. It is. It's leaving. Just let it go. You got a big cloud. Do you ever watch Charlie Brown, and the one guy who was in Charlie Brown had this big cloud of smoke around his head?
Yes.
So you have all this. Exactly. So we're just clearing that energy. It's my best way to define it. Is it getting lighter now?
It is. Yes, it is.
Yep, it's disappearing. So that's all the negative energy that's been thrown at you for the last, I don't know how many months. I do highly recommend that you contain yourself in some light every day, Yvette, so this doesn't keep happening. Okay? Is it okay?
Thank you so much, Dawn, and thank you, Darius.
Well, how do you, I want to leave you with something. I want to just know, how are you feeling right now since we started the call? Do you feel a little bit more calmer or clearer in your head?
It does feel lighter around the head. It does, because I've been having headaches, and they've been getting worse the last week.
I just cleared them. So I'd be really curious to know if your headaches go away, because it was all tension, energy that was just kind of clouded at the top of your head that we just cleared. And that just happened in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvette, and thank you for being here. Keep us up to date. You're going to be experiencing a bunch more today. We're going to be doing more, and I'd also like to see, as those frequencies of those folks are not in your head area and in that higher realm of your chakra there, that you may have some new ideas, some new awareness, some clarity come forward about what you are, what you're here to do, and we want to hear from you. So keep us up to date, okay?
Will do.
All right.
Thanks, Darius. Bless you.
All right. Oh, beautiful. Much love. All right, we are going to keep going. Let me check the webcast line. This is wild. I got to share. My computer literally crashed with the first sound activation you did. Like my computer just went blah, and I lost everything. So I was checking with Maria, and I think I've got her. She's at the 436. Let me see if this is her. Maria, is this you in Italy, my dear?
Yes.
Oh, bless you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. Yeah, loud as.
Hey, Darius, I'm so sorry. I sent you the wrong number. I changed my phone today. I'm so sorry. But anyway, yes, the first 2 digits are 43. Thank you so much.
Oh, I will always find your number now. I know you, so I am so sorry for missing you on these calls.
No, it's okay.
Thank you for listening.
Darius, maybe I'll write to you and you can help me. Why my number doesn't show up? Most people show their names, and my number shows up, and there is no name.
And there is no name. That is correct. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, how can we help you today? You're on.
Yes, thank you so much. I must say thanks to the universe for the coincidence. This morning, I couldn't wake up in the morning to participate in Dawn's live session because she has a session at 9:30 CET time, and that was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So blessed to have her on your call this evening, and I get picked to talk to her. So like I said, I have a lot of uterus pain yesterday and today. It's like deep, deep pain. Yeah, and painkillers usually don't work on this pain. So Dawn, if you can take a look.
Yeah, okay. I didn't get all that because it's a little high pitched, but I was going to ask you, you're Maria?
Yes.
This is Maria.
Okay. Hey, Maria, what's going on in your physical body since we're talking about total body rejuvenation today? What's going on with you?
I have a lot of pain in my uterus on the right-hand side. I had like a fibroid operation a few months back.
Do you ever have a miscarriage?
I also had a session that you asked about.
Do you ever have any miscarriages or abortions?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you have a past lifetime. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just bring in some frequency of source to kind of calm you because we need to ground you in your body, okay? Are you willing to receive those frequencies?
Yes. I thought I was grounded. Okay. Thank you.
No, it's fine. There's no good or bad here. Your soul is, I'm just connecting in with you on a soul level. Your soul would like to ground it in. So this way, we can help bring in some life force energy to help you heal yourself. How does that sound?
Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and hold light above your head. Imagine anything going into that beautiful divine light of source or God, whatever you believe, that's not serving your highest good. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. Okay, you have a heavy line of energy above your head. I'm going to make a high-pitched sound, moving energy. Everybody, when I make a high-pitched sound, I want you to know I'm moving a lot of energy. That's why I do that. So imagine that energy leaving into the light, okay?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
There it goes. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Good. Let it go. Let's bring the energy down to your feet. You got a blockage in your stomach. I'm clearing that. Can you feel that?
Yes.
In your stomach? Yeah, let it go.
Yes.
It's a blockage. We're clearing it in the light above your head. Letting it all go now. Take a deep breath. Tell me how you're feeling.
Thank you. I definitely feel better. Thank you.
What are you feeling right now? Do you feel that blockage in your stomach is totally dissipated and you have more flow flowing through your body?
I still have a bit of dull pain, so I cannot feel that energy, but I can hear it. I can hear my body's happy.
Well, yeah, your body's really happy. Your soul's in the body right now, but where's the pain in your stomach? Where exactly?
It's right in the middle. It's above the navel, right in the middle. I can see there's a green being.
Let it go. Let it go in the light with the sound. There it goes. How's that feel? That's gone.
Yes, thank you.
It's gone. So I want to mention one thing what that was, and I'm not going to try to define everything I see when I'm clearing. That was some low vibration that you picked up from being in fear. So just please, whatever you do, and this is for anybody, if you just kind of put yourself in some light every day so you don't, when we do have our human moments, and we all do, believe me, we have moments of fear, moments of anger, whatever it is, that we don't attract things in us that are not us. How does that sound?
Yes.
Because I just cleared it. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, better. Dawn, thank you so much. Yesterday, I was listening to your, your sound clearing the whole day, and I was better. I was a little better. Thank you so much.
Yes. And that was just a recording. So thank you, Maria, for allowing me to share my gift. And enjoy the energy. And just know the energy frequencies will keep working on you all day long. So please drink some extra water because your body might be detoxifying, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darius. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. Bless you.
Much
Bless
love.
you. Don, I wanted to talk about something that happened with Maria, and there was maybe with the other caller. I'm not sure, Yvette, but she had mentioned something about a green being or something that was there, and you said send it to the light, let it go to the light. What was going on there? Do you mind sharing what you were seeing, perhaps? And she was also seeing.
There was an entity. It was an entity. If we had an entity call show, I could be doing all this all day long. So that's what I do at my frequency. I'm actually, at the same time, when I'm clearing blockage, I'm clearing entities, okay? They have to leave. They cannot stay in light, okay? Divine, pure source light. So they leave. But sometimes we invite entities in our body. Again, it's happened to me early on in my life because I was in fear, and they claimed they were kind of disguised as light beings coming to me when I was a child, when I was in chaos, in trauma. And they became my friend as a child, so they lived in me for a while until I learned, this is not my highest good, when I got old enough to know. And, of course, it took me a while to clear them out of me. Now, with her, it could happen just from having a moment of anybody. I'm just talking about fear, any low vibration. And then that's what they prey on. They like to come into us when we're having at our lowest points. And then she knew something was there. Maybe, not everybody knows how to clear entities or low vibrations, or maybe we just don't know what they are, but that's what it was for her. She had an entity.
Yeah, interesting. She said it was green. Have you ever encountered, or I don't know if you go this deep into what they are, but there was always this, some people would have sort of like a green primordial, like ooze or slime that was very old, and I remember being taught this was one of the oldest, frequencies on the planet, and very heavy. So interesting. I don't know what was there with her.
It happened to me too. I don't really know the definition of what the green slime was, but I have had that cleared off me too. So I don't know if we, we're all here, and I think we come in at a certain vibration to this lifetime. And I know I wasn't ready to be the light that I am right now, do what I do when I came in here. So I think maybe sometimes there's an agreement or something within ourselves that we have to lower ourselves to come to planet Earth. To fit in, whatever
we take that on, yeah.
Well, I know I have done that. I mucked myself up so much in this lifetime with trauma just to try to fit in and not, stand out because I wasn't ready for where I'm at. I had to make a decision to do what I'm doing right now, and it happened when I was in adulthood. So I think there's different levels to that of what we chose to do or what we chose to have on us to fit in.
Absolutely. We're going to take another caller, and before we do, I want to ask you a little bit about rejuvenation in the body, because one of the things that you're doing deeper this beautiful time of year and also into the new year is helping people actually rejuvenate their body, the energy body, the joints, digestion, metabolism, vision, rejuvenation of the brain, muscles. How does this help the body actually get back into that harmonic, balance or state of rejuvenation when we get these voice transmissions?
Yep, absolutely. It's bringing us back to our birthright. And I say that, we're all born here to actually be perfect in perfect health and harmony. But of course we get blockages, we get accidents, we have traumas, all kinds of things happen. So my frequencies, even in my recordings, are here to, I call it unclog the meridians, unclog your energy systems, clear your energy field, and bring in high frequency of healing to those areas of your body that are needing help, which it might be hereditary in your visual issues, okay? So my energy frequencies will go in and start clearing ancestral inherited energy. So, I look at everything I put out is simple, and it doesn't take a long time to listen to, but, you listen to it, and it's amazing how people just start feeling better and better as they listen to even my recordings. And give it some time sometimes. If you have long-standing issues, I'm not talking about months. I'm talking about, give it a good 5 to 7 days listening to a recording. I'm not talking about a long time. So, because that's one thing I'm known for, is being pretty much a lightning speed healer and really doing the work fast and giving the, downloads or the transmissions or whatever energy that's needed in the body to heal itself. So this way your body can take over and heal itself naturally. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely amazing. We've got another caller in Burbank. This is Cheryl D. She's at an 818 area code, and we're going to be helping her. Plus, we have a group process. So, Cheryl, we've got a little time to do something with you, maybe kind of like a little mini work. How can we help you today?
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely. Who do we have?
I've been having problems with my vertebrae in the back of my neck.
Okay.
Try.
Raise your volume there. Okay.
Yeah. And what was your name, Cheryl?
Cheryl Dean, yeah. I'm a
Cheryl, okay.
male.
Yep. Hi, Cheryl. Well, I'm Dawn Crystal. So, quick question for you. How long has this issue been going on in the back of your neck, where you've had this vertebrae issue?
It's been going on for a while. Sometimes
have you ever had an
where I can't turn my neck, and sometimes it gets better.
I can help you with that. Did you ever have an accident or anything jolting happen to you ever in this lifetime?
I got hit by a car, but it's about a year ago.
Oh, that's why.
It's been going on and off after that, yeah.
Well, you're on the right call today. We're talking about total body rejuvenation. So are you willing to receive some source energy to assist you in some ways?
Yes, please.
See what happens. Okay, so I want you to imagine divine light of source or God, whatever you believe above your head. Imagine everything going into that light that doesn't serve you with these sounds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. And I'm going to make another loud sound for you because you have a lot. Don't you feel at times that you kind of feel like you can't think straight?
Yeah, I have moments.
Well, we're going to clear that. We're going to clear that heavy energy around your head. So I call it the smog around you. So we're just going to do that with some sound quickly and just allow that to happen right now. Okay, Cheryl? Let's begin.
Okay.
Let's begin. Allow it to happen for your highest good. Let it go in the light with this sound. There it goes. Then bring your back into alignment. How's that feeling in your neck and your back right now?
Oh, much better. Moving my shoulders and it just kind of crackled all the way down.
Yeah, I just gave you an energetic adjustment without in 2 minutes. And that's actually your whole your back was out of alignment, and I just brought your spine back into alignment. And your neck and shoulders should be getting. You might be a little sore for a day because you've been really out of whack for a while. But how does it feel? Would you feel that there's a significant difference in a 1 or 2 minute mini healing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are you feeling more peace?
Thank you.
What did you say? You could tell what?
I can tell the difference.
Big difference. What's your pain level right now? What's your pain level since we started?
0, because I can turn my neck all the way around.
Oh, well, praise the divineness that just helped you. And I just grounded your life force, so you should be feeling a lot more peaceful in your body. Are you aware of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, much blessings to you. Oh, yeah. And this.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Cheryl, thank you. So are you able to move your neck better than before, basically, it sounds like?
Oh, yeah.
Is that true? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just reading what was happening. It was just when she was doing the process, I just moved my shoulders, and it was just like a adjustment all the way down the spine, and like snap, crackle, pop all the way up. It felt great, so much relief afterwards. No more restriction.
Really?
Amazing.
Okay. Wow.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this is great. Well, keep us up to date, Cheryl, and let us know how it goes on for the rest of the call and in the days to come. And blessings. We're so glad to help. Thank you. Wow. Truly awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing and a testament to you and also source energy and everything you're bringing in when people have immobility like that and restrictions to moving, and we can actually begin to open it up and they can move. And so, okay, I can move my neck now this direction or this many degrees. That's huge. It's very, very tangible. I want to jump in with the group process. I'm kind of curious, what did you see in Cheryl's neck? What was going on? Like, was there something there?
No, actually, he just was out of alignment. So I just did I call it an energetic chiropractic treatment, which I could do those. I do those with my clients in their sessions. If you have anything going on, I could do it in I did in 2 minutes with him.
No.
Like 2 minutes? I mean, gosh, that's a miracle. Yeah, but it happens all the time, and I'm not my ego. That just happens. So nothing with anything sneaky or any entities. He just was out of alignment. He had a fall, and after a length of time, if you don't really get help for your body just kind of just does weird things, and it was just kind of just getting by. But we just kind of brought him into proper alignment, and that's all that needed to be done. And there he was. He was able to turn his neck in 2 minutes.
Oh, I love it. Well, let's we'll get going with the group process. And there's a lot of people wanting to feel it. They're like, hey, what about me? And this is going to be for the group. It's going to be a little different than what we did for the individual. So there's different ways that you're going to feel this. This is about soul embodiment. Why is it important to be embodied in the soul or have that embodiment?
Oh, yeah. Well, our soul is really our divineness, our divine, I call it our God presence self, whatever you want to call it. Our soul is actually healthy, and our soul's energy is really the high frequency that we really truly are as all beings. And when our soul is, I kind of find out a lot of people, our soul is not always grounded in our bodies because our soul is not in fear. Our soul's not in anger. So, this is a challenge, and this is what we're here to do, is embody our life. And every lifetime, and, regardless if you want to or not, but that's what your soul wants to do. It wants to embody in you to kind of take over and show you a new way of being that you might think that, you might be a little bit weird to you at first, but once you get in it and you start living in this energy of your soul, and your soul, like I told you, my inner child was not on board with this either in the beginning. It's foreign to your conscious ego mind. It's foreign, but actually it's you. So when bringing the soul can heal the body really quickly because your soul is the high frequency of divineness. It's divinity. It's creator, whatever you want to call it. And that's our part of us, part of the creator. So we bring that in the body, and your body can start healing itself naturally and easily and fast. So that's what we're going to do now with the group process. I'll bring in some life force energy to the callers that are here or on the replay. But if you're multitasking or if you're driving a car, I do highly recommend not participating in any of these processes because you might be put in an altered state, okay?
All right. Let me give everyone that serious consideration. You are going to perhaps be in an altered state. So please, we want you safe. We want you to enjoy this. We'll post it on the replay, but do not listen while driving. Okay.
No. Absolutely. Just have your own spiritual adult maturity. Okay, so we're just going to do a simple grounding process since we don't have a lot of time. And I'd like to just kind of have people, if they want to feel this. If not, you can just sit on the sidelines and just listen to it. It's fine. You can go back to the replay and participate later. So I want everybody just to put your energy, attention into certain areas of your body. I'm not even going to hit all the chakras. I can hit more than one chakra at a time. But I usually just hit the crown chakra, which is the top of your head. We'll go down to the third eye. I'll do a little activation in our heart chakra because it's all about receiving and receiving love and abundance and perfect health. We're all about talking about perfect health today. And then we'll just drop your attention down to your solar plexus, okay? And then we'll do a little grounding of light of your soul, or I call it divine source light, into your body through your feet, and we'll be grounding it into the center of Mother Earth. So how does that sound, Darius? Is that good?
Oh, sounds amazing. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, perfect. Let's go ahead, everybody. Put your attention at the top of your head. And if you don't have to, everyone feels differently. You might not feel it so strong like some of the callers. Just be open. Don't let your ego mind say, I don't feel anything. No, don't let that part of your being, because it's afraid, because that's what happens sometimes. Your ego getting, I don't feel anything. It tries to shut you down. Don't allow that to happen, okay? Because that's what our ego wants to do. It wants to put you in fear. No, this ain't working. So this way, it kind of like, tries to drive you away from your light, okay? So I want you to be aware of that, okay?
Okay.
It's kind of like a little bit of a sneakiness within all of us, of our ego minds. So let's go ahead and hold attention at the top of your head while I make some sound. I will be making a loud sound for the group, so please know that's how I move energy. That's my way of doing it. Let's begin right now at the top of your head. Let's make a loud sound. Everybody, just imagine this heavy energy, whatever this is, blocking your crown chakra from your divinity, your divine essence of who you are, your soul coming in your body to go into the light of Source, the Creator. Let's let that happen right now with this sound. Okay, let's just take a deep breath. Those energies are started. Let's drop our focus down to the middle of our forehead, everybody. We're going to do a little third eye activation and clearing for the third eye. Let's do that right now. Put your attention in your third eye. Let's begin. Okay, we're going to let that energy activate. We're going to drop our focus down to the heart chakra, everybody. And I want you to think of somebody in your life that you absolutely love. It could be your family, your children, your dog, your spouse, whatever it is. I want to expand our hearts today and really open ourselves up to our healing, the healing of our birthright, of being healthy and happy, just being ourselves, true self. Let's welcome this energy of source into our heart, our divinity, our birthright. Let's do that right now. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath on that, everybody. That's activated. Now let's just drop our attention down to the middle of your stomach area. Let's take a deep breath, yeah. Everybody, just in the middle of your stomach area. I'll be reaching the major chakras and minor chakras. We don't need to get into each one right now, but I'm just going to be clearing out some of the, I call it the liquid drain of your stomach. So I want you to imagine everything in your stomach that's maybe some trauma, some really old stuff that's no longer serving you. When I'm making these weird sounds, which will be kind of weird, different, and I want you to imagine that it's just like the earth, the source is just kind of unearthing all this old gunk, old stuff that's preparing you for 2019 and our new year right now. And all this old stuff's going to be releasing it to the light to be transformed back into pure, divine, unconditional love, where it originated from, really. So let's just allow that to happen. Imagine everything going into the light above your head that's happening right now, and just breathe a little deeper into your solar plexus area while I make some sound. Let's begin. Just imagine Source has the shovels. It's just like kind of digging out all this old dense stuff. Beautiful. That started in your stomach solar plexus. Please know you might have some emotions come up after the call today. Just know it's energy on its way out. Please be living with yourself. If you have some sadness or some anger come up, this is all part of the healing process of us raising our vibration to higher consciousness for our new level, whatever our new next year is going to be, 2019 and beyond. So this is like a gift from the universe to all those who are participating. Okay, so now we're just going to do a simple grounding force. So now that we kind of opened up the channels inside ourselves of our chakras, I want you to imagine beautiful divine light of Source or God coming in from your crown chakra, going into your full physical body, filling you up with divine light from the inside out in every cell, every layer of your being. A beautiful divine creator energy, filling you up, and this energy is going to percolate down through your full physical body, filling you up from all the way from your upper body down to your legs, going down through your feet, and it's going to be grounding all this beautiful energy to the center of Mother Earth, and all your old stuff and everything that's not serving you right now is going to go down into the grounding cord while I'm making this sound. So just imagine that happening to the best of your ability. Even if you're not visual, just know it's happening and just allow. So let's go ahead and imagine that happening. And you can imagine the light being like a cocoon around your body, too, as well. It's going in you, and it's going to be around you like a cocoon, clearing your energy fields at the same time of all levels of your consciousness and your energy fields. And bringing that energy down to the center of Mother Earth to be transformed into pure, unconditional, divine love. Let's allow this to happen now, everybody, to the best of your ability, and let's begin right now. Beautiful. That's activated. Let's take a deep breath, everybody. Energies are now started, and I'll be working with you all day long. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for allowing me to share my gifts today, and I hope you enjoy the energy. And Darius, that's pretty much it for the group process.
Okay. Wow, we're going to let everybody slowly come back and just ground into where we are. Wow, a whole new earth. This is amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. I really could feel that. When we went into the core and the root and the stomach area, like I felt like just shovels of stuff coming out. It's very, very profound. I mean, it feels like right now everything is lighter, like just my office where I am feels lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I feel much lighter. I can't even really describe it other than it feels like some very old stuff is not there. It's sort of like now there's just this, like if you were clogging up a geyser and there's this bubbler wanted to come out and there's, big fountain and there was just stuff kind of blocking it. It feels like it's just free. So I don't even know what to do with it. It feels just like a natural well kind of coming up and right in my core. I don't know. Do you see anything as you look into my core? What's going on there? Hey, I'll get a quick. Why don't you look in there and see what happened? You tell me, Dawn, what's going on.
We all have our own. You know what? It's not even to put a definition on it. We all have our own stuff, and it's no good or bad. But whatever was ready to release with you, Darius, was ready to release. And that's why I was just trying to let people know that, even after this session, you might have some stuff come up. But just know that it's like a gift from the universe. You didn't have to pay for a session to have this happen. And all you had to do is just be on the call. But just allow and don't get caught into, I don't feel good. And I'm not saying you're not going to feel good, but I'm just saying it can happen because it's stuff that's been maybe dormant in your being that's just ready to be unearthed out. So that was my definition of shoveling it out. But also, what you're feeling lighter too, Darius, is that the energy's also cleared your energy field. And I'm not saying you weren't cleared, but nothing wrong being than more crystal clear.
Oh,
so that's
no,
what,
I've
it
always
clears your
got,
space.
Yeah. I'm sure I've always got
well.
stuff. Always got stuff I'm working through and working on. There's no doubt about that.
I don't know anybody who doesn't have that.
I know, right? Yeah, if they say they don't have anything, run away, right? Because it's like a guru complex.
No, even myself. I'm still working on myself. I'm humble.
Oh, yeah.
I first admit it. I'm still working on my own physical self. It's part of the process. It's life,
Yes. Well, let us know what you're feeling. We'd love to hear. Share with us at uwealthrevolution.com/now. Well, Marianne just wrote in. She says, I had the same thing as Cheryl. And remember, Cheryl was the beautiful gentleman that had the neck immobility. And Marianne just said, I had an injured neck and a fuzzy mind. This helped me so much. So much energy came through to me that it actually disconnected my phone line. It helped me so much. Thank you so very much. So very interesting. Another person said, yes, I could feel this through my whole body, feeling very light and very calm. Another person, it feels like a detox. Thank you. Very expansive, very warm, and very flushed. And as these questions are coming in, comments are coming in, keep sharing with us and let us know what you are feeling. Another person just wrote in and said, wow, thank you. I feel like I just let go of some things that I was holding on to. This was Helena, and it feels very much like now I am free. So if you felt a shift, keep sharing with us. And as it continues to move, let us know what you are feeling and what is coming in at uwealthrevolution.com/now. So a lot of interesting things coming in, and I suspect these are going to keep coming in and shifting. And I want to talk with you a little bit, Dawn, about as this is happening, as people are moving out of some of these different frequencies, some of this is also preventative, and some of it is also remedial for anti-aging wellness and vitality. I mean, when we are, I guess, carrying that stuff, if I'm carrying heavy energies in my core, if we're carrying, like Cheryl, things in our neck, or like Yvette, we're carrying energies that around our head from other people, I mean, that seems like it could not allow our body, our essence, our life force to flow.
Absolutely. Yes, and that's what these energies do, source. It's going to unearth everything in you that's not at the vibration of what's coming in you. At the rate that you can handle it, okay? So I don't want anyone to think that, it's going to be unbearable. I think it's all a conscious, unconscious choice. But either way, it is preparing you for being at your, like I said, being at your birthright of being perfectly healthy. But again, we all have our own traumas. We all have different levels of different things that how we've lived our expression in this lifetime. That are coming up that no longer serves us. So it's a process, and it's to be loving with ourselves and also just allow and be accepting of what's happening and just know it's on its way out so you can actually live a better life. And again, it happens pretty quickly, as you saw with some of the callers here today. It doesn't have to happen. It can happen in moments, as you heard with one of the callers. I worked on their neck. So it's just what you're ready for, and everybody's here for the perfect divine timing. So, and I just like that. I kind of laughed too, Darius, when you said something about your computer, because these frequencies, it has done it to me too, and not really so much anymore, but it would knock me out just even on the calls with you. I'd have to call back in. It doesn't happen anymore. But in the beginning it did when I didn't know, these frequencies were just like downloading in me at this. Now I know how to work with them. But it can do that to electronics, so I'm sorry if it does tweak a little bit. It's not going to mess up anything, but it can tweak electronics a little bit, and I apologize about that.
Yeah, it happened to a caller that wrote in, and I want to share a story that we got that came in last time you were on, and it was pretty profound because a lady named Alice actually started listening to your MP3s, and she had some wild things happen. Her skin started glowing, and she felt like she had a light bulb on inside of her. I want to read this. She said, overnight, my nails were noticeably growing, and within a week, the ridges have lessened. My skin is softer, and a rough patch on my skin is nearly gone. My skin is glowing. The winter depression has lessened. I'm able to attend a family function for years that I had not gone to this time of year as well. My energy levels are up. Coughing and wheezing lessened, almost gone. Back and shoulder pain disappears too. All within 2 weeks. All within 2 weeks of getting these frequencies. I mean, amazing. I mean, tell me some more of what you're seeing, and we're getting more comments coming in from our audience, so keep sharing them. But what have you seen with the people you work with, Dawn?
Well, that's very common. And again, this person, Alice, who wrote in, I didn't even work with her in a session, okay? She was just listening to my MP3s. So that's the power of Source. Just remember something. The Creator that created us all does not have a lifespan or a belief system like us humans do about we have to look a certain way at a certain age. So with the frequencies and everything I put out, even the program you're talking about that we did our last show on, also do the same. It just kind of clears our belief systems that we've taken on this lifetime, our human beliefs, so that we need to, we need to die at a certain age. We need to look at this way at a certain age. It makes you ageless. I'm not saying anything about me, but I haven't really had any work done on my face, and I'm middle-aged, and I think I look pretty darn good. And it's really, honestly, I'm just being honest, it's really the frequencies of Source that make me look ageless, because a lot of people think I'm in my 20s or 30s, and I'm sorry, I'm not even in my 40s, okay? So I'm just saying that even I just think because I'm running these energy frequencies through me, that it kind of makes me feel that I feel ageless. I have unlimited energy beyond when I was in my 20s, and I'm over 50. And, and it's just amazing, Yeah, it's just amazing when you're running the energy. And I do this all the time, helping others, but I'm running it all the time. It's just, I don't look like my typical age. I don't feel it either. And that's the energy that's going to work between working with total body rejuvenation, which we're talking about today, or anything. It's just when you're working with pure energy like that, it's just going to go in and just, we clear out what it needs to clear out so you could be ageless or have perfect health today. That's what we're talking about, clearing blockages.
Well, we are going to be sharing it, and no, I think you don't look that age. You look great, and there's definitely a glow to you, and certainly from what I've seen, definitely your life force is very strong. When you come on these calls, we can feel it, and I love it, and so it's a breath of fresh air, and I want to talk a little bit about it because there are a lot of questions that came in that we're going to have time to get to towards the very end, so stay all the way to the end. We're going to do some of the webcast questions from the hundreds and hundreds of people listening in live, and we're talking about total body rejuvenation, and there have been a lot of body questions, a lot of discomfort questions, and one of the things you wanted to do for us this season was work on natural energy healing using this frequency, and you've created a very specific set of frequencies that people only need to listen to 10 minutes a day to create an awesome improvement in their well-being. And we're going to talk about the specific ways you've done this. This is very specific, going all the way from body energy to joints to digestion to metabolism to vision to brain rejuvenation to bones and muscles, endocrine, circulatory. I mean, everything is here. But it's going to start with a very intimate session between you, Dawn, and the people that want to go deeper. So you're going to do a deep dive rejuvenation quick start session, 30 minutes. Tell me how that's going to work and what generally happens in those sessions.
Mm-hmm. Well, I call it. I'm glad that we offered it with the package today. Very discounted, everybody. This program is like, so thorough and so much here for what you're getting here. But the 30-minute session is going to be awesome because I'm going to get to basically jumpstart everybody. Okay, so I'm not saying that if you got this the MP3s without my session, it would work just perfectly fine. But I love going in with the one-on-one session. You can either start the MP3s and schedule your session with me. It's fine. You don't need to do the session with me right away. Actually, I highly recommend people listen to the MP3s before our session. Okay. So just know that. But anyway, we're going to go deeper into your issues because a lot of times we have issues in the body, and this is what we're talking about. I mean, I'll work on anything with anybody in these 30-minute sessions. So we don't have to fine-tune them to body rejuvenation. But I can help in any area where you have blockage, something that's been like long-standing, like Earl or whatever, our last caller that I worked with. Things have just been kind of chronic for you, and things you just want to kind of feel like you're just stuck and you're not really moving forward or things aren't happening fast enough. We could do that in a 30-minute session. It's amazing. I don't work past 30 minutes because the energy frequencies are so potent, and it just goes in and it clears everything. So when people are done with the session, they're feeling, like most of the callers say, lighter, more peaceful. Most people feel more grounded in their bodies. A lot of people feel taller in their bodies, more expansive. Know where they have a clearer state of mind where they know what their next step is to take. I mean, we could go on, and that's just in a 30-minute session. So all I can say is I've been doing this work a long time, and my sessions are pretty potent. So you're getting that all in this session, plus all the MP3s that are going to be great for you to listen to after our session, because these MP3s, you'll never outgrow them, so they'll be with you for the rest of your life.
Yes, I love that. And when people come on, you actually start to read their energy and kind of ask them questions, but then you also can see in there and see what's going on. What are some of the frequencies and things you've seen when people get on the phone with you one-on-one?
Oh, I see everything. I really, because I work so fast, basically what I'm doing is just listening to what their issues are. I can see their blockages or their inner child or their unconscious mind blocking them. I see that. I can see entities. And then at the same time, I'm listening to their higher self because I am actually a soul reader. So that's how I can work really fast because their soul will show me, okay, I need this, I need that. You can listen to them in the physical, but then I get direction from their soul. I need to go this way, I need to go that way. So I'm following their spirit. Their spirit is telling me at the same time what to do. Not how to do it, but just what they need. And this way I just know, I just have a knowing, it's because it's a gift in me, how to work with the person to be very, super speed fast, but very efficient. Okay, so I want to make sure people know that I work fast, but I'm also, my work is life-changing. It doesn't just happen for a moment. It's actually going to keep working. Shifts and changes are going to happen in moments, but they're going to keep working on you and shifting and changing for weeks after our session, okay? So, I just have a lot of different components going on with us, with the clients that I'm working with, Darius, and I can't really define it into one definition, but it varies per person, but I just know how to get in and listen to their physical part, see what's blocking them, see if there's entities blocking them, and then listening to their spirit at the same time. I have all my senses activated, and I can hear, see, feel, everything. See really quickly.
Well, this is at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn, DAWN 16, and we're talking about the deeper work. She's doing 30 minutes one-on-one with you by phone or Skype. Anywhere in the world, you can reach out to her. Of course, we had callers today in Italy and other countries. It's just perfectly fine. You can get one-on-one help as if she was right there with you. She is in the quantum realm. And this whole package I'll just share right now, it's deeply discounted. And, of course, we've opened up spaces immediately for you to be able to get in as I know the holidays get busy. This is discounted. It's an 82% off discount of $820 value. It is $147. But there's a lot more because we've got a bunch of different items that are going to go very much into the rejuvenation area of your whole body. And these are the ones you're going to have for life. And really quick, Dawn, as we've been kind of plugging into this, and feeling the energy, one question that I know always comes up that we're getting on the webcast, how is this type of sound healing different or maybe more effective than other things you've seen or done?
I don't really want to ever label myself any better than anybody because I'm very humbled. I think we're all here to share a gift in our own unique way. I just know it's effective because I've been doing it so long, and you can hear it. I mean, obviously I don't need to say anything. You've heard it from the callers. I really take pride in really keeping my energy clean and clear. I mean, I live with animals, okay? I mean, I'm not saying anything to a living human, but I really honestly eat, drink, and sleep my what I'm doing. But I also just know I know I'm divinely connected right into the main source of energy, of light. And those energies are so super speed fast that I just have a knowing to know how fast it works and how potent it is because it just happens simultaneously, and I just keep my mind out of it. That's the main key for me. I don't really get my mind involved trying to figure it out. When it's happening, I just know it's happening. I know what to do. I know where to go. And it just happens so fast, as you can hear on the call. So it's beyond my mind, too, what I do, Darius.
I love it. Well, that's why it works. And it's, we can all get beyond our mind and live in the flow. So I always ask so many questions because part of me is curious. Part of me is just kind of, fascinated with kind of how all the energy works and where it goes and everything. It's I guess, that analytical side of me, but it's exciting. And we're going to be talking about more of it. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn, DAWN16. This is cool. Rosa Marie wrote in, and she said this: I was feeling exhausted today. My body was feeling very heavy, and it was hard to move. But after this energy process, it was as if I had an energy bath. I feel light and renewed. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Darius. Linda in San Diego said, wow, I have this thing in my memory of a candle burning for my higher learning. I listen and act from looking into the candle and burning flame. And so I love that. I love when we have this deeper wisdom and knowledge of who and what we are and how we access, and it comes in through these processes. We step out of the way. It is a gift. Well, we're going to be talking about more of it here today with our guest, Dawn Crystal. And Dawn, one of the first things you're doing in the MP3 and download work, which is part of this one-on-one package, is restore your energy body. This is a channeled activation from Source, and you start there. This is chakra clearing, balancing, aligning, activating. Tell me what you do here.
Yeah, just basically going to center and balance your energy centers, energy body. If you're clearing your energy, we're going to balance your chakras to 100% full function. Basically, I did a little bit of activation today with the chakras in our group process. I do it a little bit more, even more. I go through each chakra, which is really important when you're bringing in source frequency. And also, we're talking about healing your body naturally, right? We're talking about getting our body to heal itself. So this is essential, okay, to keep our chakras clean and clear, and we're spinning and rotating in the correct direction. So I do all that in this module. I also clear your aura and balance yourself to perfect alignment. And I'm going to also activate your chakra, your crown chakra, your third eye, especially for easy soul embodiment. Again, this is for your highest good and what you're ready for, everybody. So nobody's going to make you into a guru or anything that you don't want to be. So I just want people to know this is what you're ready for, okay? It's going to work with whatever you're ready for on a conscious level, okay?
Yeah.
So that's just number one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you move into the flexible, healthy joints. And we've gotten a lot of questions with this. We kind of saw this with Cheryl D. And some others. What do you do here for the joints?
Well, it's a regeneration. So, again, we're going to regenerate the cartilage in all areas of your body, which is so important because I had a lot of people who are just sports athletes who really mess up their joints and their cartilage. So this is actually going to help your cartilage renew itself and bring it back into perfect health and harmony as it was created by Source. We're also going to regenerate also, on top of that, your hips, your knees, your elbows, your fingers, and your toes. So there's a lot of regeneration happening in just one little, I think, 15-minute module. That's it, not hours. 15 minutes. Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
Because you know what, I want to make a comment. None of my work is really long-winded, and the reason for it is I know just from my own life, and you're a busy person, Darius, I don't have hours to spend healing. I just don't have that time. You know, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat. You know, we have busy lives. You know. So I make it easy.
Yes.
I make it efficient, fast, and easy. I think that's the best way to be, and it still works. I don't mess around. I just really bring in the frequencies that are there to shift and change whatever needs to happen.
Yes.
And it just happens.
Yes, well, we are really excited, and as we talk about it, this is going to work in the areas of the hips, knees, elbows, fingers, wrists. We saw it today. Healthy digestion is the next area. Yeah, it's interesting to me, like, energy, things in our digestive system, frequencies we're holding, it can affect digestion.
Oh, absolutely. Digestion, yeah, there's different levels, and it also includes traumas. But basically what I'm going to do is in the frequencies that come through, I'm just going to kind of bring balance and clear out any vibrations that are causing any issues in your health, having healthy digestion, okay? That means eliminating, it also means digesting your food and everything. So we're going to restore your salivary glands in your mouth is part of it, and we're going to restore your esophagus and larynx. We're also going to restore your stomach and pancreas. These are just frequencies that will go in and help. And, of course, we're going to restore your large and small intestines to perfect health and harmony. And we're going to restore your liver, gallbladder, and rectum. There's a lot of different areas there, but all you got to do is just sit and with your headphones, your earbuds on, and just focus on that area of your body and just breathe and allow the energies to work, okay? That's pretty simple.
Now, we're getting a question about this from a caller. Can they listen again and again, and how often? If we listen to the stomach and digestion one every day, 10 times a day, that might be a bit much. How do we use these, and how do you do them?
Once a day. Once a day is significant. If you want to listen to 2 in one day, please give it about 8 hours apart. Actually, it's overload. It's overload. It's too much for your system. So just once a day for one. And if you really are determined to listen to 2, then listen to 1 in the morning and listen to 1 at night. That would be the best advice I could give. That would be the best. There's no overkill. Okay? There's no rushing to the finish line with these MP3s. It's best to just allow them to work with the frequencies, and your body just starts working with them. Because our body, is trying to work with the high frequency, and our body, sometimes we have dense energy that needs to work and kind of work itself out. So that's why I'm highly recommending to listen to these MP3s at least 5 to 7 days or more. I have people stay on my MP3s for a month. Okay, I'm not saying that you have these issues, but you listen to your body, and you'll just have a knowing to know, I just need to spend another day on it. If you're not sure, just meditate or feel in your heart what feels expansive. That's your best answer. If you can muscle test, you can muscle test too as well.
Now, this one is interesting because it deals with metabolism, which, of course, can affect us being able to hold that perfect weight, and immune systems. This is item 5. You're going to be bringing the metabolism and immune system into harmony for our highest and healthiest life, bring source light healing energy in for optimum health. Tell me about this one, because I know as we move into the new year, there's going to be those people, maybe even me, who's like, hey, I'm going to start a new program, or I want to, drop some weight, firm up. How can this help and bring that into effect?
Yeah. Well, again, this is this ain't even a weight loss program, and I'll bring a little bit of that in here too. This is a really priceless, this whole program. But we're going to boost your metabolism if it's sluggish, okay? So, a lot of people have that issue, including myself for many years. When I was clearing up some really deep, dense traumas out of my body, my body gained a little weight during that time. So this will help keep your body still metabolized and keeping things moving. Because sometimes when we're moving out some heavy energy, our bodies, tend to get a little slowed down. So this will help keep everything moving for you, okay? It's going to bring your metabolism back to your perfect body weight, even if you're underweight, okay? This is actually for people who are underweight as well that want to gain weight, okay? And we're going to boost your immune system, because this is not just for someone overweight. I have people who work with me that want to gain weight, okay? I'm not saying there's a lot of people, but I want people to know whatever your perfect body weight is, if you could be underweight and still achieve that, whatever your highest health is, it's going to happen for you, okay? So that's also for people who are underweight. We're going to boost your immune system to your perfect vitality. We're going to bring your metabolism and your immune systems in perfect harmony for your highest health for you. And we're going to bring in pure source, white light, for optimal health. So that's just kind of in a nutshell, very simple, but it's really going to bring yourself back into perfect harmony for your metabolism, and it's going to concentrate on your immune system and your metabolism. That's why I kind of specified each MP3 what a part of the body is going to work on. So that's for that.
Are they certain type of energies or things or entities or, I guess, attachments that affect different parts of the body? Because we're going to move into vision now. I keep thinking, what would affect vision? What do you see, not allowing restorative vision, restoration of the vision? What type of energies?
Well, it could be, as I had some callers today. They had, the one caller, remember I said it was Charlie Brown's, whatever it was, Pigpen with the big cloud of energy around his head. I just used it as a humor. But actually, a lot of people walk around with a big cloud of energy around their head, Darius. They don't really realize that they have this energy, and they just don't really know about it. They're walking around in a haze. So that causes a lot of visual issues. Now, we're talking about hereditary issues as well, okay? So these energy frequencies will work on all levels of your being, including just keeping, just kind of bringing optimal health to your different parts of your eyes. I mean, it just depends on, what your circumstances. It's not really noted here, but it's really going to cure and really heal everything. So whatever, I can't really pinpoint one specific issue that's causing eye issues, but I can say the majority of people with eye issues are either hereditary issues or ancestral energy or past lives, or mainly just at a physical level, it's the heavy energy that's around your third eye and your crown chakra, and that's cleared within these modules. So that makes a huge difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is great, and we are talking about Dawn's rejuvenation package, and it is for the holidays, December and January and February, because there's going to be people say, "Hey, I want to rejuvenate, and I want to use this angelic sound that she generates to actually break up some of these heavy frequencies." And I've heard you do a lot of different ranges and pitches in your sound healings. The last time you were on, it was totally different. There was a much higher range that you were working in, and tell me about that, because it is. There's so much that you do. When you work in the higher ranges, like last time you were on, what is that doing versus where you were here? This was a little bit lower. Well, not lower in terms of the level, but the volume. It wasn't that really high.
Yeah, it just depends. I don't know. That's where I just know when it's coming through me. I know today there's a different surge of energy. And again, that's where the source or God knows who's on the call now in the future listening. There's no... my voice is just a carrier. I mean, I can make the most awful sounds, which sometimes my sounds are like off key and all that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. It's a frequency that's underneath my sound that's doing the work. So I just allow, okay? So that's where my mind stays out of it. I don't really know what I'm going to sound like, to be truthful, when I do the session or on just on the shows like today. I just don't know. It just happens. But as you can see, they're very effective.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we are going to be working with a few more people really quick on the webcast. So stay to the end. We've got Karen, who is dealing with a car accident. We're going to be trying to help move some of the energies around that, so I'm going to highlight her. We've got a few others here. Rob, who wants to maintain better health in Philadelphia, so those are going to be our next two. And we're going to be holding the space that it can impact everybody here, so stay to the end as we're going to move into that. And if you want to get your own private time with Dawn Crystal, 30 minutes. I mean, we had Cheryl Deeb move his neck and release some of that stuckness and that lack of mobility in a minute, 2 minutes? I mean, 30 minutes is going to be deep. It's going to be big. And you're also working in the area of brain rejuvenation, which is item 7, and you've shared that many times, and this makes sense, that as we're moving out of the old paradigm, out of the old earth, we still carry some of those energies from prior lifetimes, old patriarchal structure energy, old patriarchal society energy, but also parental energy and much more, past lives and beyond. You're going to be clearing that out with the high-level sound. Tell me about it.
Yep, absolutely. Source energy knows where to go with you, so if that is the case, it's going to just happen and just allow. I keep it very general. I mean, even though we're going to be talking about, ancestral, inherited, or past lifetimes, it's going to be cleared. I mean, people still have the physical symptoms, So whatever the case is, it's just going to go in deep. That's why I was mentioning, too, that you need to stay on these MP3s more than a few days, because your body will be working with these frequencies to release this. And you'll just know if there's things moving in you, you feel energy flowing, or just maybe you're feeling tired one day and you just feel like something's shifting inside you, or that's the energy's working on you, okay, to restore you, but also to bring you up to the present moment and upgrade your system to where you're supposed to be right now, living in 2018, going into 2019. So just trust on that. Trust and allow is what I'm trying to say, because it's all jam-packed in all these modules, even though it's not specifically saying this is what this is, because everybody that's listening to this is actually got their own story and their own life experience. So just know that it will work for you, and if you feel drawn to listening to a module, it's because you're being guided to do it. Just trust on that, okay? Just find a quiet time and just be open to receive. So, yeah, 7 is basically for the bones and muscles, but we won't be clearing deep like that, but we'll also be regenerating your bones, and we're just going to regenerate your muscular skeletal system, regenerating your bone loss, if you have bone loss in your body, mending bones, if there's anything going on like that. And it's just to restore your health to your muscles. I mean, a lot of people, it could be for any age. This is ageless program for anybody. I mean, a lot of people are sports athletes. They need help with this. And it's going to clear arthritis if you have any issues with that. I mean, I know young people have arthritis, so it could be hereditary. So just allow these energies to work on you. This is all for your highest good. A source created you, source breeds you, beats your heart, and knows how to work with you. And the main thing is for you to be open and allow these energies to work on you. And they'll continue working on you beyond this recording. So just know that. Just drink extra water when you're working with these modules. Definitely.
What I love about it is that there's nothing to think about because you can't think. There's no words. Dawn's not trying to tell you like, okay, you need to think about this or you need to visualize this, which engages our conscious mind, engages that ego and that cognitive processing, which is really the blockage. I mean, we know through higher healing, it's sort of like when we reach that energy, when energy reaches at a very deep level, that's when we actually receive that and we activate what we are. And it's bypassing all of that the magic happens, and this by its very nature is a bypass of anything we can process. And as you listen, you're going to be bypassing that, and you're going to be feeling and intuiting a divine, beautiful light within you that is going to be clearing heavy energies, starting from the top of your head and continuing all around your body, and then bringing into the specific areas. And that is just in item 8. Now, item 9, you go into the endocrine system, and then you go into item 10, which is the circulatory and lymph systems. Why are these important? Now, what is the endocrine? I mean, obviously it's important with the pineal gland and the stomach and all of that. The adrenal, many of our adrenal systems are just overworked and overtaxed, especially right now. When we bring that into the balance, what happens?
Well, we're bringing all parts of your being into perfect alignment and balance. So I'd actually defined it as about as detailed as I possibly could be, because in case you have stress on certain organs or certain parts of your body that need a little bit extra attention or help, that's why we're covering every part of our being, because this is called total body rejuvenation. So we need to kind of work with the parts of our being that might need a little extra attention. It could be stress. It could be an injury. You know what I mean? So you'll just kind of know where to go with this. I mean, that you can navigate towards these MP3s yourself, just as long as you don't listen to them. Like I said, 1 a day is perfectly enough. Or 2 I would say 2 would be the most. And then these energies will just keep working on you. And, again, this is something that you could work on for a week or a few days, whatever. You just kind of know. You kind of just know. And there's no right or wrong here. That's the main thing. The main thing is keep the mind out of it, because our minds, kind of just want to think they want to just listen to all the MP3s in one day and overkill, but it's not going to do anything except confuse your energy system. So that's what I'm saying is just know that the energies are potent, they're going to work on you. And just love yourself and allow. I mean, people just listen to my MP3s and get miraculous healings. I mean, we're not even talking about having a session with me, okay? I'm not even talking about having a group call with anybody. This is just MP3s, okay?
Yeah, amazing. Well, we are going to be experiencing more of this as we're going to take some callers, and there's much more at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn16. This is a beautiful rejuvenation package for the holidays and also into the new year. And if you've been wanting body rejuvenation and you feel like maybe there's just something there that is not you, a frequency, an energy, maybe there's something in the pit of your stomach or just something you're feeling, and you want to move into this new earth, into this new time, and really into what as Dawn, you've said the same thing, this sort of this ageless body, no matter what your chronological age is, your biological age, you are going to be a different biologic than chronologic age, I should say, and you're going to have a biology, hopefully of a younger being and a timeless being, regardless of how many years you've been here. And hair, nails, and skin, I've heard many stories about your work in this. That is item 11. And there's also a bonus called Discover Sound Healing. You're going to actually help people find their center of peace to relax and break free of stress, worry, and anxiety, and much more. Plus, there's a bonus this weekend, Liver Cleanse and Detox for Deep Healing and Renewal. That one is pretty cool. Tell me about that. Why did you want to include that one, Dawn?
Oh, because I it's the holiday season. I'm not saying that people have drinks or alcohol, but I just think that, if we're eating fatty foods or just things that maybe are not, it's a holiday season. I don't know about you. I tend to eat a little bit more. I'm invited to a lot of parties during this time of year, and I'm not eating quite the way that I normally eat because I have all this good food around me from usually Thanksgiving through Christmas. So this is just going to kind of keep your body and your poor liver and your systems working as they're optimal, even if you're not eating the way you should. So it's just a perfect time of year to have that as a bonus. And I also want to mention, too, Darius, that the Discover Sound Healing MP3 is great for stress relief right now during the holiday season, if anyone is feeling that. So I think it's a perfect bonus, and it's also really great. I can't make any medical claims, but it's also helped people with insomnia issues. If you have any problems sleeping, put that on with some headphones at night and see how you're feeling in a day. You'll feel like, oh, wow, you're sleeping like a baby just by listening to I think it's like less than 30-minute meditation. That's it. And it's amazing. So I think this whole package right now is just perfect for the new year, and because you're gifting yourself with perfect health. I can't think of anything better than that. If you don't have health, you have nothing, really. And that's the truth of it all. So why can't we feel good in our bodies and go into 2019 being rejuvenated and actually turning back the clock on aging? I just can't think of anything else that anybody would want besides that. Besides, more abundance. But that abundance will come with us feeling good in our bodies,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is great. I want to jump in with a few questions coming in from the audience, and we're going to do a little more sound work today. We've got Karen, who is in Costa Mesa, California, and we're going to take just a few moments to do some mini sessions, but the deeper work, if you want to support what Dawn is doing around the planet and support her life's work and get some personal time, get some rejuvenation before the end of the year and the beginning. You don't have to be in stress or struggle. You can be free of all those programs. This is our big mission. I mean, this is what You Wealth really is. That inner wealth, springing forward, free from obstruction, free from blockage, free from anything holding you back. This is what Dawn is doing in a big way, and it is there at youwealthrevolution.com/Dawn16, discounted to 82%. Off plus one-on-one help is included in the package at $147. Now Karen is here. She's in Costa Mesa. She just wrote into us a little while ago. She says, Dawn, thank you for the blessing you are on the planet. I am also a healer, remote healer. I love this path, but I need healing perhaps from a car accident 12 years ago. The torque of torso, rib cage to cervical vertebrae, there was a torque of all of that, which caused migraines, HBP, which I guess is high blood pressure, and lung issues. I would love any sound transformation that could help with this today.
Okay, where's she located again? There is Karen?
Costa Mesa, California, I believe.
Yeah, okay, could she write back and I'm going to send her now? So if you can maybe type back. Could you type back and see if she feels anything after I work on her?
Sure, Karen, if you are still listening in, I'm not sure if she is, this was a little bit ago, write back to us, and we'll be glad to hear what happens. And take it away.
I'll send her some energy. Okay, so she's had a car accident, so we're just going to spend some energy to kind of realign her. And anybody else on the call who needs a little energy with this can also tune in on this. There's a group collective. So let's do that right now for everybody, for Karen as well. And I'm just aligning her body. Okay, I just entered the energy and alignment. I just realigned her body. So I'm going to disconnect my energy with Karen, and hopefully she can write back or let you know how she's feeling.
Beautiful. Karen, let us know. Let's jump really quick to Rob, who's got a question. He's in Philadelphia. He wrote a little while ago. So, Rob, if you're still on, I'd love to hear from you. He's asking for a little help. What are the blocks to my body healing and better health and maintaining good health? I don't know if you can look in there. He's in Philadelphia, and he asked this question for some help today.
Okay, well, he's on the right call, and I'm just mentioning it that my program would definitely help him because he's I kind of feel he's in a high stress environment there. So he needs a little bit just help on a daily basis to keep himself level and not taking on people's stuff. I'm kind of picking up that because I'm a psychic as well, and my soul's telling me that he picks up on other people's energy. So he's not really contained in his own life. So that also helps with this. Helps him not feel peaceful in his body. So that's what I'm picking up on him. So I would like to work with him on a 30-minute session to show him how to do it himself. He doesn't. If he gets my program, I would highly recommend it because he would really receive a lot from just listening to the MP3s. So that's my word of advice, and that's what I'm getting in from my higher self, my soul.
Okay, yeah, the high stress environment, that is the biggest thing holding him back, and letting go of some of that. And if you've got a question or you want a reading, this is also part of the package. Just amazing. And Dawn, I want to thank you today. This was just huge. And there have been also stories of people having more money come in. I want to ask about that really quick. You said, you know, when we let go of some of the body stress and issues, more abundance comes in everywhere. And I was just reading a story from a lady, someone named Jay, who is already seeing results of more money coming in. This was someone that wrote into your office. Why does that happen? I mean, I guess some of these blockages kind of affect us in many different ways, many different fronts, perhaps.
Yeah, well, another thing, too, is a lot of people that I work with, number one, their crown chakra is blocked, but number two, their body is stagnated. Their energy systems are stagnated. They're not flowing. And again, the energy frequencies that come in from Source, as you know, Source is the creator, is abundant as it is already, right? Source is it doesn't have a human belief. Source is abundant. Look at nature. Everything in nature is abundant. So we're working with those frequencies. So once we can kind of unclog you and get some flow going through your body, and bringing in this life force energy to you, you're going to be in the flow of nature. I mean, the flow of abundance. And that's what I do in the modules, even in the program, is just kind of help your body get more flow of divine energy through you, which is really your life force energy of your soul, which is also going to kind of destagnate you. A lot of people are just locked up and stagnated. So that'll get your life force energy moving, and then you'll have the life force energy of Source flowing through you. So, of course, you'll be like a magnet to abundance, and that happens easily. It's like almost like it's like almost once you get these energy frequencies through you, you become like the universe or Source gets I call it your direct address to your body. And then this way energy just kind of flows to you easier. So that's basically what it is in a nutshell. Yeah.
I love it. Well, this is all about letting go of a life filled with worry about aging, weight, wellness, and moving into a life of rejuvenation for the new year and beyond. And it is absolutely amazing. I've got to share one of my favorite testimonials that came from you, which was from one of our callers said, "Oh my God, this is crazy. I really wasn't expecting to feel anything. But as soon as we started, I felt as if the top of my head was moving in slow motion waves. Wow, so much happening." So I love it when people are kind of freaked out by the energy that comes in and how beautiful it can be. And so this is a great promise and a great place for a new start this new year and even right now. And one-on-one sessions are available with Dawn Crystal. Well, Dawn, thank you for being here and doing this again and just being in my heart and being in the show and being in the world.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be here on your beautiful platform, Darius. And I'm so humbled and grateful for everybody who took their time out today to be on the call and everybody I worked with. And I just wish everybody the best, and I hope to work with some callers and people who feel I'm the right person to work with me. I could really get things moving for you. So this way, you're 2019. It's just a whole new year. You're a whole different person, and you're feeling good in your physical body. Because I can help you really do that really quickly. So I hope everybody can see that just being on the call today, and the energy, how really potent it really is, and how energy can really shift and change things in your life in minutes, in moments. Okay? So just know that can happen for you too. So thank you.
Yeah, I love it. It is about knowing it can happen for you, knowing that the Neuros is supporting it, and it's also part of our higher evolution. It's part of how we're going to change the planet is by changing the very structure of our own energy, and it's being supported by the higher resonances coming in to the Schumann frequencies and everything else. It's part of our divine heritage. It's part of it. We don't have to fight anymore. So if this is something that calls to you, definitely check it out, and it is super powerful. We always get rave reviews of your work and what you're doing for people. So thank you, Dawn, for being here and just being the gift that you are.
Thank you so much, Darius. Much love and happy holidays to you and everybody else here in our beautiful soul family with you, Darius. Thank you so much, and everybody on the replay, too, as well.
Oh, thank you, Don. Well, that is our beautiful guest, Dawn Crystal, and we've been talking about total body rejuvenation, and she's going to be doing that for people, so take a look, and also just know that we love you and we honor you. And yes, what I'm saying is true. The New Earth is supporting us to be much younger than our chronological age, much more vibrant, much more joyful than anything else we've ever experienced. I believe this. It is our birthright. It is our destiny. And it is our awareness. If you're here, if you're plugging into this show or shows like it, you're part of a select group of people who understand there is this new Earth coming onto the grid, onto the planet. The old is leaving, and there's no need to hold on to it. And in fact, us feeling, I believe, pains, discomfort, things that don't seem normal to us, is just that indication that that energy isn't in alignment with where we're going. So use that not as a sentence that says, well, this is the way my life's going to be, but use that as a clue, as a cue that there is more for you, that that energy is not you. And as Dawn says, there is a soul-connected energy. There's a higher source energy, a higher source frequency that is your true self, that she connects to herself in the healings and helps you connect to, that is beyond that. And when you separate that, when you separate this, and that's not my pain, that's not my thing, and you separate it, you begin to open the door to a new you, to a new set of possibilities, to a new place and a space where your miracles come forward. And I know everyone here is capable of that because you are love, you come from love, and I love and believe in you. Much love, and thanks for being a part of the show and helping make it possible. If you want to go deeper and get a deeply discounted one-on-one session with Dawn Crystal, our guest, it's at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn, DAWN 16. Much love. We'll see you in the next UL session. Bye, everyone. I love you.